Hello everyone, thanks for tuning in to today's first video. We're going to have a look at the ECMWF extended model for today's first video. So we're going 6 weeks ahead with the ECM extended. We're going to look at mean sea level pressure anomalies, 500 millibar height anomalies, temperature and precipitation anomalies for the next 6 weeks. It'll take us well into April, and I shall get on with that for you very shortly. Just save it later on today. We're going to have a weekend forecast, as well as on a Saturday, got your weekend to look at, and we're going to have a 10 to 14 day later on this afternoon as well. Please smash your like button if you're enjoying the content on my channel. Thank you so much, everybody, for doing that. Right, so we're going to start off with the week 1 mean sea level pressure anomaly, taking us from the 8th through to the 15th of March. Focusing on Ireland and the UK for this update, of course. So, unsettled week coming up with deep low pressure across much of northern and western Europe, and bringing in quite a strong westerly jet stream as well. Very little else to say about that. Low pressure is dominating the weather for the first week, so it does look very, very unsettled indeed. Week 1, 500 millibar height only from the North Pole view down from the 8th through to the 15th of March. Again, very unsettled. Low pressure is covering much of northern, western and central Europe as well. Jet stream pushing through from off the Atlantic Ocean. Very, very unsettled week indeed. Not only unsettled, actually quite cool as well. Week 1 temperature anomaly for much of northern and western Europe does look rather colder than average, slightly below average for Ireland and for the UK. In those pale blue colours, that's temperature anomalies between average and 1 degree below average. Excuse me. And then we'll move on to precipitation. Week 1, obviously, it's going to be wetter than average through most of northern and western Europe, with that low pressure dominating. We see loads of rain coming in off the Atlantic. So rather cool and a wet Atlantic-driven week starts off, and the jet stream a little bit to the south of Ireland and the UK, meaning temperatures are a bit on the cold side. Right, that's week 1 done. Let's have a look at week 2. This is going to take us from the 15th to the 22nd of March. So we lose that deep area of low pressure. It pushes off up to the north. Otherwise, very, very weak signals here for like just 2 weeks away. Normally you'd expect a stronger signal than this. You would think with the low pressure like going northwards and the jet streams, where you'd think there'd be like a ridge building up from here perhaps, sending the jet stream north, but there's not really all that much sign of that. So a little bit of a confused week. Let's see if the 500 millibar height anomaly sheds any light. So that does sort of tie in what I was saying. Got an area of above average heights then to our south and southwest, with the below average heights, low pressure being pushed off up to the north. So I think this is probably a settling down week this week, like the 3rd week of March. Probably settles down, turns drier, and you would have thought milder. Temperature anomalies go slightly above average now for the west of Europe, particularly for the UK and for Ireland. So turning milder, and I would have thought turning dry as well. Let's have a look. So for precipitation, very weak signals, but I reckon that would turn drier and would also be a milder week with higher pressure building up from the southwest. Week 3 takes us back to unsettled weather again. This is the mean sea level pressure anomaly for week 3 from the 22nd, 29th of March. Low pressure then appears across Western Europe, and again in come those westerly winds from off the Atlantic. Week 3, 500 millibar height anomaly also looks unsettled, with low pressure extending down through west of Europe, along with pretty strong jet stream as well. High pressure above average heights pulling out into the North Atlantic. So that's definitely turning more unsettled and probably turning cooler once again. Week 3 temperature anomaly goes cooler than average to the north and west of the UK and Ireland, but still a little bit milder than average just to our south. Maybe transitioning from a mild to a cooler temperature. And the week 3 precipitation anomaly goes rather wetter than average across western parts of Europe, particularly for Ireland and the UK. So it's a wetter week and probably a cooler one as well, with low pressure coming back. Right, week 4, 29th of March to the 5th of April. No particular signal whatsoever for mean sea level pressure anomalies. Week 4, 500 millibar high anomaly also looking very, very strange. It's got a big area of above average heights around here and over there. Would there be a trough of low pressure and a dip in a jet stream in between those two ridges? Maybe, but again, it's a very, very weak signal there. The further out we go, the weaker signals are going to get, of course. Week 4 temperature anomaly. Again, very little to work with. Week 4 precipitation anomaly. Again, very little to work with. That opening days of April period, very confused. Does go into Easter, of course. Week 5, mean silver pressure anomaly. Again, very weak signals. Some higher pressure, perhaps through Central and Northern Europe. Otherwise, very little to work on. All looking rather patchy, I have to say. Week 5, 500 millibar height anomaly does have an area of above average heights just to our east. You would think that's going to draw up quite a mild southerly wind through the western part of Europe if it comes off. Week 5 temperature anomaly perhaps hints at that, going a little bit milder than average here for the far north and northwest of Europe. And week 5 precipitation anomaly 5th to 12th of April. Again, probably just quite close to average. Maybe no signal, possibly a little bit on the drier side. And then lastly, week 6 takes us from the 12th through to the 19th of April. Mean silver pressure anomaly. Once again, it's quite weak. Higher pressure in the middle of the North Atlantic. Lower pressure up towards Greenland, Iceland, possibly bringing in a little bit of a westerly flow from off the Atlantic. Week 6, 500 millibar height anomaly. Looks like it's bringing some lower pressure back to Iceland and Greenland. And in comes a westerly type flow. Week 6 temperature anomaly. Again, quite weak signals. Possibly hints at being a little bit mild on average show through Northern Europe. It's a bit cooler on average just the west of the UK. And lastly, week 6 precipitation anomaly. Again, very weak signals. So we've got like the trend for March, I think. So we're starting off very unsettled. Of course, next week going to be really unsettled next week. Quite cool, quite wet, and Atlantic driven. The following week turns milder and drier with higher pressure building up from the southwest. And the last week of March goes back to cooler, wetter weather. Again, I think, with lower pressure back in off Atlantic. April really is very, very uncertain at this point. It could go in any direction, I think. So once we get through to weeks 4, 5, 6, that is very much in the realm of the unknown. So we leave April alone, I think, for the time being, and we focus on March. Right, that's it then. That starts off today's video. It's going to be back later on with the weekend forecast. Have your weekend look ahead as well as on a Saturday. And then we're going to have a 10 to 14 day later on, which will include all the regular features. So come back for all of the updates later on. For this one, though, that's all for now. And thanks for